What's up, millionaires? Mitch Durfee here, and I am so excited about this video because so many times I have been asked how to get started investing in real estate. And in this video, I'm going to show you guys one of the best kept secrets in the industry that keeps people from flipping one house and changes it to being able to flip hundreds of houses per year. Now, it's going to be very, very in-depth. But at the end of this video, I want to make sure that I give you guys a free bonus. So stick to the very end, and I'm going to give you guys a free guide at the very end of this. But before I dive in, again, make sure you click on that like, drop a comment, and subscribe to this channel. If you guys find some value in this video, please let me know and share it with someone else. All right, so here's what I'm going to be covering in this video. Now, this week, we actually put another house under contract. And with that house, I'm actually going to show you guys that deal, but I'm also going to show you how we use hard money, which basically hard money is just a private loan because banks won't touch the property. Now, a hard money loan typically goes off two things. One, your history with fixing and flipping properties, or two, the other thing is the asset. So I'm going to actually just go ahead and show you the property that we put under contract, and I'm going to walk you through it. But one thing I want to make sure you guys understand is that if you're going to be using hard money, there's three things that you need. One, you need an LLC because they don't want to lend to a person. They only want to lend to a business. The other thing that you need is you need a down payment. Now, typically with hard money loans, this is the beautiful thing about it, is they will lend on the asset. Sometimes they will do zero down, and they will fund 100% of the rehab cost if you have a good history with fixing and flipping properties. Or if you're just getting started, typically what they'll ask for is 20% down, and they could finance the entire rehab project. I know that sounds great, right? If you're thinking about buying a property and you're trying to figure out how to get started in this, and you don't have $200,000, $300,000 to be able to buy a property, you can use hard money to be able to do that. Again, these are asset-based loans. So let me show you the property that we just put under contract. I'll swap over here my screen so you guys can see this. Okay, if you guys can see my screen, let me know. Okay, so this is the last project that we put under contract just this week. Hopefully you guys can see this. So this property here is in West Palm Beach, Florida. We bought this in an LLC's name. It's under contract currently, and right now we have it on Connected Investor, and what we're doing is we're trying to wholesale this property. If we're not able to wholesale on it, then we will close it. So this property right now, we have a purchase price of, we're selling it for $100,000 for a wholesale fee. So basically we bought this property for less than $100,000, and we are assigning this property for $100,000, and we'll make a wholesale assignment fee in the middle of there. But for this property right here, $100,000, and what we're doing is I just want to show you guys this property itself. So here it is in Florida. It was sold for $52,000 before we got to it, and down the road you can see houses are selling for. So you see this is a 4-bedroom, 2-bath, and right here this is a 4-bedroom, 2-bath. This one has a little more square footage. So again, that's going to be something we take into account here. This one's a 3-2. This one is a 7-4, which is probably a duplex. A 2-1. And again, so we're just basically looking at properties that are in the neighborhood because we want to show you like this. Basically, this property right here is probably the best comp, and this thing's comped out at 165. So if this is on the same street and we can make our 4-2 look as good as this house, then we should be able to sell this thing for 165. Now that's what's called our ARV. And typically, again, these lenders will lend up to 90% of the ARV. So I'm just going to do some quick math to tell you what they will lend on this. 165 times 0.9. That means they will lend up to $148,000 for this flip project. Now, this house right here, it does need a little bit of repairs, but again, with the price that we got it under contract for, and the amount of rehabs, we're looking at probably about $30,000 in rehabs. So if you paid $100,000 for this, you would be looking at, if you paid $100,000 for this property and you had $30,000 in rehabs, you're basically going to be, sitting on about $35,000 in profits minus your closing costs and stuff like that. Now, we're able to compress our profit margins on some of these deals because we have our construction teams lined up. So we're just going to be able to run right through these things. But this whole video is not about that. This video is about hard money lending. So I just want to make sure that you guys understand that, yes, the profit margin is a little thinner on this one. Again, we may make $10,000 to $20,000 on this project, but we should be able to do this project in a quick little month with limited time for us, right? All our time is basically put into finding the projects. And now, again, this project actually came from one of our real estate agents that we work with. So again, we'll probably make, if we sold it at $100,000 and the person that was fixing and flipping, there's a profit margin between $10,000 and $20,000 for that person that flips the house. Again, we got this discounted with our wholesale assignment fee on there. So we got a little better deal, a little better margin on it. So what I want to tell you guys is, so how do you do this, right? How does this whole thing work? So if the ARV on this property is $165,000 and the lender will lend, I'm just gonna swap back to me here. The lender will lend up to 90% of that ARV, which is that $148,000. Now, they'll basically ask for like a 10% down. So we could get this property for 10% down, meaning about $15,000 we could just we could buy this property for, and that'll include our entire rehab cost. That'll include the purchase price of the property, and then we just have to make our interest payments from there. But imagine being able to do one of these properties without going to a bank. Here's one of the other perks. So like, most banks won't lend on these properties. And again, it's based on the asset. So if you have a lot of experience and you can show a history of doing this, then a hard money lender will adjust the interest rate. Sometimes you can get these things down to about 6%, carrying cost, even though right now, if you bought it through a bank, if it was a good property, it'd be about 3% when you're watching this video, depending on when you're watching this video. But we're putting 10% down, so $15,000 down, which covers our entire rehab cost and everything like that. Then, at the end of this project, we'll make $15,000 to $30,000 on this property. So we're basically doubling our money in a month. So again, a bank's not going to lend on this, and if you found a great deal like something like this where it's very easy for your construction crews to come through and renovate the property and you have all those teams and everything in place, well, a hard money lender is going to make it possible for you to do more than one of these deals, right? So let me just explain to you in the past on how I used to do this, right? So when I lived in Vermont, Chris Kelly and I, we would go to auctions and we would end up buying these properties for cash, right? We bought one property for $63,000 in cash, and then we renovated that property and we were able to refinance it after and take our money back out of it. Another property that we did was in Swanton, Vermont. We bought that for about $100,000 and we put about $30,000 in renovations, and that thing was worth about $180,000 to $220,000. We haven't sold it. We refinanced it and pulled $180,000 out. So we covered our rehab costs. So we paid cash for the property, put $100,000 in, then we put another $30,000 in, and then we pulled out $180,000. So this is how we used to do it in the past. And then when I moved to Florida, I found some hard money lenders that were able to help me get this thing going. And we were able to take on 6 projects at a time. We were able to flip 6 houses at a time because we went from spending $100,000 on one property, paying for it cash because no bank's going to lend on it, to being able to diversify that and cover our rehab cost. So even if you don't want to flip 6 properties at a time and you just want to flip one a year, imagine not having to spend $100,000 to buy that property and being able to go to just putting $10,000 to $15,000 down to be able to do that. Now, I'm sure you're going to have a lot of questions about hard money lending. So what I want to do is I want to give you a few resources like I told you guys I would. And I just want to I want to give you a link. So in the section below, I'm actually going to put the link to the hard money lender that we've been using over the last about a year now. We've been using this new hard money lender, and it's been very, very game changing for us. So I also want to give you that free resource that I told you guys about. If you have any questions or comments about hard money lenders, again, just leave them in the comment section below. But I just want you guys to take away a few things here. All right, one, hard money loan is asset based. Yes, you're going to pay a little more interest on the loan, but again, they're also going to finance a lot of your rehab cost. So imagine not having to put everything onto a credit card and hold that credit card interest rate for the next few months until you're able to sell it. What they do is they do draws. So you can pay your construction companies, you can pay for your materials, and then you go back to the hard money lender and they approve the work and they give you that money back. So it's all rolled into one giant blanket loan. Again, it's asset based. Sometimes they're going to want to pull your credit just to make sure you have good credit history. If you don't have a credit history, I'll give you a link on how to fix that. Your down payments are typically only 10%. Sometimes you can go up to zero money down and 100% of the rehab cost. So you can literally identify a property and purchase that property, put it under contract, and if there's enough meat on it, they will lend to you with zero down and cover the rehab cost. All you have to do is make your interest payments. So if you have questions, again, what I want to do is I'm going to put a link somewhere below, either in the description. Just click on that, reach out to this hard money lender and just open up the conversation with them. Ask them some questions, right? They will work with you. They will spend as much time with you to answer as many questions as you may have. But this right here is something that helped me change the fix and flip business for me completely, from going from one property at a time and waiting for that property to sell or refinance to being able to fix and flip 6 properties at a time. All right, so let me give you some resources here. So I think I showed you, so this is the property here. Again, this is when it was on the market. We put it under contract and I showed you guys how to analyze it. So I want to also show you, let's see here. Got to go back to this screen right here. There it is. So now you can see my screen. Okay, so here are some of the resources I want to give you. Guys, if you go to mitchdurfee.com/shop, you can see all the products that I have on my website. And on here, there are a few different things, right? 4 steps to finding your next investment deal. This is a free guide. I encourage you guys to go to my site, mitchdurfee.com, and find this guide. Now over here we have Buy It and Flip It. It's an audio book, so you can listen to this in the background while you're searching for properties. Now this guide right here has helped many other people get started in the fix and flip business. Like I said, it's on my website. You can grab this book and it'll walk you through how to buy, fix and flip properties. The other thing I want to also give to you guys is right here is a book for credit repair secrets. I can't tell you how many times I've been in real estate for about 12 years now. And one thing that I typically hear is, I don't know where to find the money and my credit stinks. And they don't know what to do, right? So this is literally the products that are sorted by popularity, right? These are the books that most people are buying on my website, right? You can get this guide for free. Get the Buy It and Flip It. It's the most popular thing on my website. And then coming down here, again, you have the Credit Repair Secrets. This book will walk you through, and it's got a workbook. It'll walk you through the steps to be able to improve your credit. Now, my credit score has been over 800 for a long time, and this is the book that I've really compiled 101 different strategies for you to be able to do that. Now, coming down here, again, I want to show you this, how to invest in real estate with little to no money down. I'll summarize it for you. Again, it's either using partners' money or using credit cards or using hard money loans, which is kind of what I talked to you guys about in this video. So again, those are basically the things I wanted to go over. I know in this 15-minute video, there's a lot of information there, but just at the end of the day, if you have questions about how to get hard money loans, and if you want to change up how you've been investing in real estate in the past, if you want to do what people are doing to be able to fix and flip hundreds of properties a year This right here is the strategy that a lot of people are using. Again, I will share the link with you to the lender that we use. Again, we've been fixing and flipping 6 properties at a time over the last 12 months. We just keep rotating them. So thanks guys for watching this video. I hope it helps you guys out. If you have questions or comments, just leave those below and I will do my best to get back to them. If you're not already a part of the Real Estate Property Warriors Facebook group, go over to facebook.com/groups/real estate property warriors. There's over 1,000 real estate investors and insurance guys and lenders and all kinds of amazing people inside that group. And in the last 12 months, millions of dollars of deals have been done. So I want you guys to join us there. And that's it for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Let me know. Make sure you like, make sure you comment, and make sure you subscribe to this channel and share it with someone else that you know that's interested in real estate. Thanks so much for watching. I'll see you guys on the flip side.